Hello, welcome back to our playthrough of MekHQ Raven Acquisitions. Last episode, we had a nice little battle here for the frontline breakthrough, and here we have a couple of pending missions. The first will be this convoy raid, where we just have to kill the pirate convoy, and any of them, if we can capture them intact, which means not destroying them, we get additional supplies. So who knows? Let's find out. Start the game up. We're still running our oversized reinforced lances right now, just until I can begin consolidating them into a second company. All right, here we go. We are starting center, and the enemy is starting south. So let's do it. Hopefully we can get through both of these battles today. Center. All right, there's the first of them. Let's put the Orion down here. Why not? We'll put the Dragon over here on this flank. Put the Grasshopper around that flank to join them. The Ostrak will be joining the Orion on this flank, and the Awesome's gonna be somewheres here in the middle. Now we're not going to control. Oh, that's the Phoenix Hawk. We're not going to be controlling the battlefield at the end of this, so the actual salvage does not really matter. The mission is just to stop the convoy the best we can and take down destroyer route 50% of the op4. Oh, we can also force their surrender by taking down 50% of op4. So maybe that's something we should focus on. This is a Grasshopper and a Jaeger mech. Let's move our own. Let's move the. We're going to walk the Awesome forward. There we go. These mech recovery vehicles, I don't anticipate them getting very far. They are 4-6 movement. Not very good armor. Yeah, just not great. So we might try some kicks or something for them. Just gonna walk forward like this. How do I get over here yet still keep them in sight? Let's go with the Phoenix Hawk first. Run that way. The Orion's going to run this way. The Grand Dragon is going to start hauling some butt down this way towards the Grasshopper. Our own Grasshopper is going to run this way. And then the Ostrak's going to go on an intercept course here. And we're going to be really careful about how we attack these tanks. So I'm just going to fire an AC-10 at them. Actually, I'm going to fire medium laser and an SRM4 and hope for some motive hits that could possibly stop them from moving. I'm not going to fire the Phoenix Hawk at all. And then we got the Grand Dragon over here. I will fire off a PPC at the Jaeger mech. The Jaeger mech has exposed his back to us. Don't know why, but this is the new Grasshopper that we've got. Pretty darn good mech. Hitting on a 5. Let's save the weapons order on him. And we will dump into this thing's back. And done. We've got the large lasers here of the Ostrich, which can't hit anything, so we're going to skip that. And then the Awesome can't hit anyone either. So we've done a little bit of damage to the mech recovery vehicle. So we're using the left side table, not the rear table. Oh well. Still, if we can knock out 50% of the OP4, the convoy automatically surrenders. So that is a goal we're going to go for. The Grand Dragon can, oh, what? I can get right here and possibly kick the head off of that grasshopper. My Orion, just going to walk like this, I think. The Phoenix Hawk is going to actually head down this way. The grasshopper can jump, but can only go 4. So I can go like this and be at head height for a kick. So we're going to move. We're going to move and go for another kick. Okay, the Orion is going to twist and fire at the undamaged one with some medium laser, with a medium laser and some SRMs. Phoenix Hawk is going to shoot this way. Done. Grand Dragon, just going to fire the mediums. I'll fire the PPC out that way, maybe. You know what? Let's light this guy up. If he stays on his feet, that's fine. We can kick him. If he falls over, it's fine. But otherwise, we're gonna try to kick him. Done. And the Awesome has no. Well, he could shoot there, but we're gonna hold fire. Yeah, we knocked him down. Knocked down the Jaeger mech. But that means I still get a kick over here in the punch table. Kicked him in the right torso. Not too shabby. Got a couple of prone battle mechs now. We're gonna start marching the Awesome up. The grasshopper is just going to stay where he is. Actually, he's going to come over here and start helping out with the other mech. We'll go like this, be in the rear arc of this thing, and we're going to go like, I can jump right here, be ready for a kick. The Ostrich, actually the Grand Dragon's going to go like this. It's going to take a little bit of damage. The Ostrich's just going to stay where he's at. All right, again, we're going to fire a medium laser and some SRMs into their rear, just hoping for critical hits on tracks, engine, whatever we can get. Grand Dragon into this thing here, this grasshopper. We'll help out with a PPC from distance. Man, this is a really good grasshopper. That's such a great mech. And we're going to unleash with the Crit Seekers right here. The Awesome's going to go in as well. He's tired of watching. Jaeger mech down again. I can... The Orion? Oh, I'm not going to kick. That would probably destroy him. We will kick right here. Booted him in the right arm. Up 4 is at 68%. The Awesome will march up like so. Trying to get some firepower into the corner back here. So this Phoenix Hawk is going to stay still. The Orion is just going to turn like this. The Ostrich will stay still. The Grand Dragon's going to back up again. the grasshopper. Just getting closer. No ammo, huh? I don't know how they're not carrying ammo. We're going to hold fire. We're going to fire our crit seekers into the Jaeger mech. If we blow them up, it doesn't matter because we don't get the salvage anyhow. Done. This is a great grasshopper. Again, the crit seekers into the Jaeger mech. The awesome's going to go into the grasshopper. All right, there went the Jaeger mech. Jaeger mech down. Jaeger mech is super down. And a kick. Yep, it's over. So we win. Let's go to the next screen. Go to the battle value right there. Not only they're the under 50%, but the one they have left is unconscious. So we get to do victory. Done. No, we don't control the battlefield. Our mechs are almost pristine coming out of this, which is something we really needed. We need to, win some of these without taking catastrophic damage. Next. So we capture both of those because we force the withdrawal. We basically defeat and force the withdrawal of everything here. So we capture those both. We also prevent them from reaching north. We get looted supplies. So next and finish. Issue awards. The Elite Mech Warrior, fantastic job in that grasshopper. So looted supplies. Doesn't say that we got anything. That's not looted supplies. Hang on. MekHQ looted supplies. Looted supplies. Captured convoy. I don't know. I will ask in the Mech Wars Discord here. We might get an answer for the MekHQ Discord. Okay. MekHQ. When I capture enemy convoys and the mission says I get looted supplies for each one captured, what does that mean? I am at the end of the mission is over and my command center didn't mention anything about gaining supplies. All right. Meanwhile, we'll just continue playing and maybe we'll get an answer to that. So, next mission. This is still haven't had any campaign victory points yet, but we're getting some work done here. Isolated dropship defense. Allied dropship is down. The enemy controls at the end of the battle. We're going in with I don't know who, but we assigned someone last time around, so let's just do it. So who do we have here? Oh, we've got Command Lance, Able Lance. And we threw in I don't know if we threw in a Pegasus specifically for this mission or not, but we'll find out. So let's roll. There we go. We get minefields. So we are deploying southeast. The enemy is deploying west and northwest, and our ally will be in the center. So west and northwest. We get 4 minefields. So our dropship's going to be somewhere here probably. So we can expect enemies west. Well, if they deploy down here, we'll put one here in this choke point. Whoa, hang on. Hold up. I am deploying southeast. I'm sorry. West, west and northwest. Sorry. Okay. So west and northwest. So they'll be up here somewhere. They might deploy in here. West. So let's do it. They'll probably, if the dropship's like in this area here somewhere, then they might deploy like right here. So we'll do a minefield here and a minefield here. And we'll do northwest. Don't even know. We'll just put our eggs in one basket for the west deployment and cut off that entire line of approach. They can always go through right here, but we'll see. Did I ask that in the right channel? I did ask that in the right channel. It's Mech. It's the Mega Mech Discord, and they have channels for MekHQ. Let's deploy the Atlas here. It looks like it has the clearest pathway to get up here to the dropship. The Warhammer can go here. It's a little bit faster. It'll go through some debris and whatnot. Pegasus, it will be right here. Phoenix Hawk will be behind the awesome. Warhammer will be right here. The other Warhammer, I love our Warhammer Lance. It's just PPCs galore. And we're just rushing to the dropship. Trying to get close enough that we can support them. There we go. We're probably way out of range. Yes, we are. So we're just going to skip with everything. So what does the enemy have? These are pirates. So they got, this looks like yeah, it's a Buster mech. Whitworth, so they got some long range fire support. They have a pirate, a panther. So 2 panthers, a Whitworth. Those are actually decent fire support mechs. Then the Buster, I'm not sure what he's even going to do. So let's just get the awesome in here if we can. Let's get our Warhammers in here. Pegasus is going to go down. I'm going to keep it at a cruise speed so we don't crash it, do something dumb. Warhammer. Warhammer. We're going to follow like that. We'll have a big old cluster of mechs. Skip the Maloo. Move the awesome up. Move the Warhammer up. We'll go to another Warhammer like so. The other Warhammer like this. The Pegasus. Let's look at right here. And just turn. And then the Phoenix Hawk can jump, not into the muck. That looks like mud to me. It's swamp. So whenever you jump into that, like mud or swamp, there's a chance that your mech gets stuck. Not just jumping, but just any movement into there. It looks like the harvester has spawned in with his little buddy, the Jenner. So our mines are completely wasted, but that's okay. It's fine. Here's the Pegasus. He has medium laser in the front with an SRM turret. So he'll be kind of chilling out behind this forest for the moment, this woods. I'd like to get the awesome into this patch of woods if I can. Warhammer. Let's go like this. Like this. Phoenix Hawk jumping over. And then like this. We got a Warhammer train. How many of these do I have to destroy? 50%. Protect it for 12 turns. So the awesome is going to turn like that. Warhammer is going to go down here. It's a little bit weird. I'm just trying to get through this gap. And we can zoom. Oh, I can't. Why can't I go across that? I can't travel across a swamp in a hovercraft? Isn't that what hovercraft are basically made for? Doesn't make any sense. And we're not retaining control of the battlefield. So killing things is secondary here. He'll stay still. Warhammers. March. We can stay down in this little dip there and hide. Phoenix Hawk. You know what? You're fine where you're at. You don't have to get any closer. You're doing okay, bud. Round 7. Hey, we've got targets. Long range. But we'll take it. That Whitworth. I think that's a Panther. But let's skip. 9s versus 10s. And he's out of range. Yes, he is. Hey, direct hit on the harvester. It's gone. Both of those hits would have been kills. Hey, hey. Skip. And Phoenix Hawk, you are being shot at now, so we're just going to jump you around, make you a little bit harder of a target. And I feel like I can be seen with my Pegasus, so we're just going to zoom away a little bit here. Everyone's out of range. Twist. Out of range. No one's closer than that Warhammer, really. Hey, the Trojans scoring some hits. Look at that. Knocked over the Jenner. It's pretty cool having some fire support in the field. You know, let's march the awesome up here. Warhammer goes like, we're just going to go up to the edge there just so that we're within range. That's all we really care about is getting some shots off. Hiding with the hovercraft. Out of range for Odin. We're in range for these Panthers now. Or that Buster mech. So we'll see what we can do. Needs 8s. Let's fire off a couple of shots. And 1 shot on 12s. Jenner's still getting mauled by the dropship. Odin. What if I go like that? I very slowly work my way across there. Pegasus. Just zooming around, having some fun. He's not fighting anybody, so he's pretty happy. No one's shooting at him just yet. Just out of range of Grifter there. But that puts this Panther within range, so we're going to fire off 2 shots on 8s. Skip. And it's too much. Let's not build up any extra heat more than we have to. Needing 6s. And we're just going to stick with the 6. Needing 10s, needing 11s, needing 10s. Let's, I guess, concentrate fire when possible. One of the things I like to tell people in our Mech Warrior game is shoot at what you can kill. Whether that means a target that already has armor stripped off of it, or just something that has better numbers. But you generally shoot what you can kill. And that's like a thing that I learned back when I started playing Battletech. And this guy here, he's not going to have any cover, but I can walk him forward and back for 3 each turn if I have to. If I feel like he's in any sort of danger. All right. We need 5s to hit, 8s to hit. I'm going to go for the 8s on that Jenner. Skip. And 3s. We're going to give them both barrels. Actually, we're going to give them 1 barrel plus the little weapons. And then both barrels on 5s. So we hit the Jenner and killed it. The Panther is down, but not out. And this is round 12. So we just need to get through the rest of this round, and then it's over. They'll stay still. It's like they walked for 3. They get a +1 just for being in the forest there. Same thing there, and then he will back up 3 to get the +1. No one in range for Odin. We're going to give this guy all the little weapons plus a PPC. I'm doing it in the wrong order. You want to fire the PPC first to knock holes in the armor so your crit-seeking weapons can get through. But in this case, it's okay. So yeah, PPC, then the little weapons, and then 7s. Give them both barrels. Why not? It's the end of the battle for us. Okay, yeah, it's over. So then we made it through round 12. So we do victory, and it's done. We need some battles where we control the battlefield. Let's get some of this salvage going. Wait, why am I heavy damage on a Warhammer? Oh, he took some armor damage, I suppose. And then just a bunch of Warhammer kills. Pretty cool. Issue some awards. Still no answer for the convoy yet. But we'll figure it out. Advance a day. Everyone has returned. We're going to do mass repair and salvage. The VTOL. No swarm LRMs in stock. Parts needed report. We're good on that sort of stuff. Units with no valid parts. We'll hold up here. Oh, okay, it's just the ammo. Fine. Cool. All right, here's the area of operations again. Now we begin scouting with our hover lance. We've been scouting with the Delta Lance. Convoy interdiction. We won't be holding the field. Just kill the convoy. Well, it's Sea Hot Desert again, so we know exactly who to send. Advance a day. Well, hang on. That's happening tomorrow, so yeah. Continue as ordered. Repair bay is good. TO and D. My Warhammers all look fine. Baker Lance. This is the Maneuver Lance. It's going to do the job on this interdiction. So in goes Baker Lance. Commit. And I don't know, it's 30 minutes in. Do you think we have time? Probably. I think we'll probably be fine. Let's do it. We have We have captured 0 salvage so far. So let us start the game. Commence the drop. Should be pretty quick if the train isn't completely broken. Okay. Enemy field unit. So they are dropping artillery. And there's some enemy scouts in the area, but again, the job is just take out the convoy, 50% of the convoy. So let's go. We're deploying in the middle. The enemy is deploying south. All of the enemy is deploying south. Okay. Ugh. Okay, so this is kind of nasty. Luckily, the Orion, which doesn't have jump jets, can start over here. The Awesome, that doesn't have jump jets, can start over here. The Dragon doesn't have jump jets, so it can start over here. And then the Ostrok, again, over here. The Phoenix Hawk can start here in this forest. And the Grasshopper can start right here because it has jump jets. It's 464. Good luck to their convoy if they don't have hover convoys. What do they got? Mech recovery vehicle. Okay, so 2 mech recovery vehicles. They have Shadowhawk, Grasshopper. So it's a Grasshopper and a Lumberjack. So again, with the industrial mechs. Jump across. Going to jump across. Turn that way when I land. Awesome can shuffle. Oh, he can go this way. The Ostrok will be right behind him next turn. So let's try and kill these things off quick. Make it a quick, clean mission. As nice and pretty as we can make it. Grand Dragon. For some reason, I thought that was the Grasshopper with the PPC. I was like, wait a second, I don't remember it having, this version doesn't have LRMs, because it has the PPC. And then large lasers. Leading 12s, we'll fire at the one in the back. And PPCs. Done. Well, there's one down. And what? Hang on, it looked like. Oh, they're both dead. It's over. Okay, yeah, that's over. I mean, mission done. Yeah. They scatter after that. Like, that's the mission. That was easy. But, you take the easy ones when you can get them. The enemy retains control, so that's that. Grasshopper and the Awesome get kills. Easy. Let's advance a day until we can get back our lances. We'll do... This is just rearming. A couple of expended rounds of ammunition. Okay, now we're back. Here we go. So we're going to do hovercraft here, hover lance, and then mech lance down here. Oh, there's a frontline engagement up top there. The enemy is fully committed to battle along the front line, engaging our forces in a direct confrontation. Your mission is to break their offensive, defeat at least 50% of them, see coastal forts. Expect a determined enemy response. They'll not withdraw easily and may attempt to reinforce their position. The victor will control the battlefield. An enemy scout, detailed enemy scouts has been spotted in the area. Cool. So that'll be the next battle, and that'll be next episode. Hope you are enjoying. This was a very smooth episode for us. We didn't take any horrendous losses or anything of the sort. So not too shabby. But I appreciate you if you're still here. You're sticking with me here. And I will see you next time.